Okay, hey everyone, back here again. You notice same outfit, how embarrassing. It's my second video I'm filming today. Actually, funny thing I want to point out to y'all, this is literally like 15 minutes after I just finished filming my last video. Look at how fast it gets dark here. I mean, this is, I guess, just what living in England is. I mean, you blink and suddenly the sun went down, and it's not even that late. It's like 4 o'clock in the evening. Anyway, that's another story. So what I'm gonna do is talk about some of the stuff I'm panning. I also talk about this quite a bit on my Instagram. I'll link that down below if you want to see some of the pan updates on my Instagram. So one of the things I'm trying to pan right now is this thing from Skin & Tonic, this Brit Beauty Oil. I got this off Beauty Bay, and I do really like it, but I mean, there's cheaper moisturizers that I think work just as well for me. I'm almost out with this guy, and I probably will not repurchase. Next thing is this eye base from Bella Pierre. Almost empty. I have like a little tiny bit left in it. I'm trying to get rid of this, and I will not repurchase it because I've realized I actually like concealer just as well as like eye bases, if not better. So I will use that up and probably not purchase eye bases again. Oh, this is a big one. I have these 3 products from Kat Von D that I am trying to get rid of. I mean, I could just throw them in the trash, obviously, but I hate doing that. I hate being wasteful. I'm the kind of person that like uses every little bit of a product. I like to get a lot of bang for my buck, and I hate to just be wasteful of things. I won't even return makeup if I hate it because I know they just throw it away. Like, I'd rather just give it to someone who's going to use it. Like, that's what happened to me with the Fenty Beauty foundation. I went and bought one from Sephora, and it made me break out like nobody's business. So I had basically a full tube of Fenty Beauty foundation that I just gave to a friend of mine because I don't want to return it and have them just throw it away. So I have this Kat Von D concealer, and then I have these 2 Kat Von D lipsticks. All of these I got at like TJ Maxx or one of those places. I think her stuff is way overpriced. I would never pay full price for it anyway, but this one in the shade Lovecraft. I actually do love that name because I'm a big H.P. Lovecraft fan, and it's a great color. It's a great everyday color for me. This one, the Coven, is like this light purple. It's kind of a fun color. And this concealer is not bad. It's just, you have to understand, I am in school studying public health. I have written papers and done huge projects on the importance of vaccination and the dangers of these diseases that vaccination prevents and all these sorts of things. Like, I feel like I can't have these. I just can't have them in my life. So I'm trying to use them up and then just be done with them, be rid of them, and ideally forget that this woman ever exists. Okay, that would be the #1 ideal scenario. So be done with those sometime soon. This Naked Skin foundation, it's actually pretty much empty. I just filled it up with moisturizer and made it into a tinted moisturizer. Once again, like to get a lot of bang for my buck, but I'll go ahead and use this up. I have another lipstick. This one I do like. It's a Revlon in the shade Candy Pink. You can see here just how close to having used that up I am. So probably wait until spring to finish this guy off because I feel like it's a good spring color, but I do really like this color a lot. Next I have this Too Faced, this Chocolate Soleil powder. It was their face powder. I tried to repress it very poorly. That's why I don't want to hold it totally vertically. I'm afraid it'll all dump out. But yeah, it broke, and I tried to repress it and didn't do a very good job of it. But I do really like this powder, but I got it at TJ Maxx for I think like $3 or $4 back when I was still living in America. And I haven't been able to find it at one of those places since then. And as much as I like it, I would not pay like $15 or $20 for it. I'm not about that life. These 2 eyeliners, I have the Stila one. I don't really care for this one too much. I find it to be very difficult to work with. I am using it today. I've like been able to kind of work with it, but I just find the wand on it to be very stiff, and I think it's kind of difficult to work with. I really prefer my favorite liquid eyeliner. Where the hell is it? Damn it. This, actually the Clinique Pretty Easy liquid eyelining pen in black. This is my favorite black liquid eyeliner. I think it's just so easy to work with. It's so pigmented. I think it's amazing. So not a big fan of that one. And then this Urban Decay 24/7 waterproof liquid eyeliner in Perversion. It's fine. I've just had it for a while, so I think it's starting to get kind of old, so I want to finish that up. But this one is, I think, really great for getting a super, like, precise line, so that one's fine, I guess. For mascaras, I have the Urban Decay Perversion mascara. This was a little, like, sample I got from the Urban Decay here in London, and it's almost used up. I'll just finish it up. It's a really nice mascara though. I do like it. I just wouldn't buy a full-size one because I'm not about buying like luxury high-end mascaras. I'm kind of fortunate in my eyelashes. They are really long and thick on their own. They don't really need a lot of that lengthening, that thickening, that sort of stuff. They just need pigment because they're so blonde, so blonde. You can't even see them unless they have mascara on them, but I'm not really picky about mascaras. As long as they're black, I'm fine. That being said, this is a mascara I really like. It's by Black Radiance, the brand. I haven't been able to find it in the UK. I don't think they carry it here, but they carry it at a lot of drugstores in the United States. This is the bodybuilding mascara. I'm wearing on my lower lashes right now. I like this one a lot. I'm just trying to use it up because it's kind of old. I got it back when I was still in the United States, which was a while ago, so use that guy up. That makes me kind of sad, actually, because I won't be able to get another one because I can't find this guy here. For some blushes, I guess for liquid blushes, I just have this one. One of the things I've realized, I was talking to someone about this recently, and I'm thinking about making a video about this. One of the things I noticed since moving to the UK, especially since I've been doing so much traveling within the UK, like going on little trips to different cities and countries, one of the things I've noticed is that there are certain products that I use because I have them, when it really should be the other way around with makeup products. You should have them because you use them. You shouldn't just use them because you have them. And that's what I found about a lot of cream products, like cream blush, cream contour, cream like liquid highlight, that sort of stuff. I just use it because I have it. And when I travel, that's one of the things I noticed since moving here. When I travel around and I don't bring stuff like this, I don't miss it. I'm fine with just a powder blush. So I'm trying to get rid of this, be done with it, and will not buy something like that again. Another thing I have, so like I said, I like to get a lot of bang for my buck. So one of the things I do is when you have a lipstick that gets like all the way down to the bottom, like you can't use it anymore, I like dig the meat out of it. I dig the lipstick out of it, and I've been doing that for a while and putting them in this container. It's got some different lipsticks in there, but then I haven't really used this, so I'm trying to actually use this more, not just on my lips, but also like on my cheeks and too. I'm trying to just use this up because it has just like little bits of lipstick in it. Other lip things I have, this was a Benefit gloss. It was part of a thing that was like gloss on one end and then mascara on the other end, and I used up the mascara, but I still have the gloss. This is like, it's getting pretty low though. I don't know if you can tell. I'm starting to have to kind of like scrape the sides, so this should be done soon. Same with this liquid lipstick. This is by Ciate London. I think I'm saying that right. Ciate is the emphasis is on the E, I think. Okay, whatever. Ciate London. This is in the shade Sydney. This is what I'm wearing on my lips right now. It's a really nice color, but it's starting to run out. I'm starting to have to like scrape the sides, so I'll go ahead and pan that guy. Then for cream eyeshadows, I have this one that's getting kind of old. This is an Urban Decay cream eyeshadow. I don't even know if they still make these anymore, but I've had this for a while. I can still kind of dig a little bit out of it, but it's probably only got a couple more uses in it. This I have had since I lived in New York. That was about 5 years ago, so I should use this and not have it anymore. And this, same thing. Like I got this when I lived in New York. So since then, I have lived in North Carolina, California, and now London. So these things I have carried with me halfway around the world, and it needs to stop. London needs to be their final resting place for some of these products. Some of these are also kind of old. Some eyeliners and lip liners that I have that are getting kind of towards the bottom, so I want to just go ahead and finish them off. This I think is a NYX one. This is also a NYX one. I don't know where this came from. My mom probably gave me this one. She gives me lots of makeup. This is a Clinique eyeliner. It's a pencil eyeliner that's gray, and I really just have no use for that in my life, so I'm trying to use that up and be done with it. And then this is Bobbi Brown. I got this as a free sample. It's a lip pencil, but I use it to line my waterline because it's just a little too light for me to use as a lip color. I'm not about that like really pale lips vibe or anything. Now for powder stuff. I'm trying to pan this Too Faced highlighter that I think I got as a sample. It's starting to get a little bit of a groove in it. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm working on that, making some progress on that. This blush came from a palette. I'm trying to pan that as well. Can kind of see just how much progress I've made on that. And then for eyeshadows, this is a MAC Soft Brown Matte. Almost done with this. Really excited about that. Oh, one thing I'm really excited about is this black eyeshadow right here, because black stuff is so hard to pan. But I'm really happy about the progress I have made on this. I've been using it a lot more. I've been using it pretty much every day just in my like outer corner, so I made a lot of progress on that. Although, to be fair, a lot of what happened was when I depotted it, it broke and a lot of it got destroyed along the way, so not all of that is progress I made per se. Some of these other ones I have, these were from I think the Balm palette. I have this one that's like a light brown, kind of like the Soft Brown Matte, but a little more cool toned. You can see the difference between those, so I'm trying to use that one as well. And then this just like all over lid shade that I've been using that's almost got pan on it. It's got quite a groove on it. And then I also have this one that I've made a bit of a dent in that I'm trying to pan. This is from a Too Faced palette. Once again, it broke when I was trying to depot it, so I can't take credit for all this, but working on panning it, and I do have a little bit of a pan right there. And then I have a few shadows that I got when I was in Taiwan, which was a couple years ago, that I'm now trying to pan. I was like hanging on to them for a while because I was like, oh, I got them in Taiwan, I want to keep them, but you know, at a certain point I've got to use them or lose them because they will be probably unusable soon. So this one's a gold that I've almost used up. I've got a lot of pan in, and then I have a silver that I've almost hit pan in. And then this nice blue, and then this nice sort of like deep gold, like more of like a copper color. So those are the shadows, and that I believe is it, or at least of everything I could find. There's a few other things that I'm trying to pan that I just can't find right now. I'm in the midst of like organizing my whole collection, and once I do, I'll probably make a video on that just showing like how I've organized everything. But those are the things I'm trying to pan. So my goals are to have these things completed by September, because September is when I am planning on moving back to the United States, because that's when I'll have completed my master's program here in London. I'm getting my Master's of Public Health here in London. I'll be done with that program in September, so ideally my goal is to be going back with less makeup than I came to London with. So I want to have all these things be stuff I don't need to carry back with me to the United States. Okay, so that's all I've got. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'll do some updates along the way, probably every month or so, because I feel like any more recently than that, you're not going to see a lot of progress. But I'll go ahead and do an update in about a month. I hope the rest of y'all have a great night. I'm heading off to my pub quiz night tonight, which is my favorite night of the week. I love doing pub quizzes, and so I hope y'all have a lot of fun tonight, as much fun as I'm going to.